Alright guys, how you doing? Last video I did was the looping tutorial. I was going to try and think of something else I could do survivor wise to help you out, and I thought, you know what, the best thing to do is survivor after you've sort of like got the basics down and learned how to loop, just to know how killers actually work. Best thing to do is jump into a game killer, have a few games, learn it, don't get too wound up, just figure out the mechanics, learn how a killer finds and downs a survivor, help you out greatly. But if you don't do that, I hope this little thing I'm doing here might help you out. I'm going to look through my own gameplay and try and tell you what I did. So first thing, as a killer, you first want to find your first survivors. You want to patrol gens till you find them, and hopefully you won't take you long to get the first down. Here I heard obviously the generator was being worked on, so I went around knowing that Myers has a 0 terror radius with monitor and views on, which is a perk on the right hand side of my perk list. And I was able to get a gen grab off this meg here. Wasn't paying attention. The tap reload was coming, so he went off the generator, moved away quickly. This is a smart thing to do. So you're not usually that lucky to get the first down as Michael Myers. Quite often you need to you'll find people, see people that'll see you first and run off. In that case, you want to do that. What I'm doing now, which is stalk and get that bar moving up. Now, what I did there, that topside teabagging, he was obviously prestige free because he had the bloody cosmetics. Not someone you want to be too scared about, really, but you also want to be not scared, but a little bit apprehensive, a little bit more cautious when it comes to actually chasing someone with these outfits, because they're clearly a bit experienced and they know what they're doing. So with that in mind, I chased him for a small little while, got a bit of a grasp of what he was going to be doing. Got rid of 2 pallets very quickly, saw a window, guess there's another pallet there, and I thought, you know what, that's going to be a chase, that's going to cost me too much time, so I made the choice to disengage that chase. The generator got popped in that time, and my mindset here was, I don't want to keep letting them snowball generators easy by, you know, keep chasing the strongest member of the team, so forth. Change targets, go for something easier. So if you look in the bottom left, though, for now, with Michael Myers, I've got that evil within 2 bar up to, it's about 95%. You want to try and get as close to 99 as you possibly can, but don't hit it straight away. You want to hold on to it until the opportune time comes. I've seen people like tap it on just before that pallet, and they've completely ruined the evil win for you. You want to make sure you hit that when you know you get it down, just like that. So I opted to use it then, and get our second hook. That's what we'll do now. Second hook, and we've got barbecue, which is our bottom perk, which we're then going to use to try and locate somebody. So the silhouette, pretty sure that was a tap that I chased originally, but I had nobody else ready to go for, so I said to myself, we're going to have to go for him. We're going to have to at least try and waste a bit of his time. But thankfully we found the Dave on the way there. We then tried to hide our... The idea there was to try and hide our red stain, but if we go back... What you generally want to do is you want to try and hide your red stain by there going backwards, but you want to keep on going backwards and hiding the red stain for the entire duration. So that's what I stopped doing right there. What I should have been doing was angling my camera away from where I'm going, rather than aiming it towards where I'm going, to hide the red stain, then flick it around quickly at the last second to go for that hit. Thankfully David was unprepared, he was probably inexperienced compared to that tap, ended up getting downed, which is good. And then we'll go for our third hook of the game. So this is putting like quite a nice bit of pressure on the team right now. We saw a few auras over there using barbecue, which you can just about still see just underneath the screwdriver head there. So I know roughly where I need to be heading. Kick that generator though while I can. Get a bit of regression going before I head over there. I think here I just, because there's only 2 auras I saw across the map, I had a feeling someone's close by, and that's somebody. I'm not sure if that was one of the auras from far out or someone nearby. But there, what I did, that's when I actually did try and hide red stain properly. It didn't fall through though. That's where I whiffed. But here, I will now reverse and I'll go around and keep that red stain aimed away from the window. So as far as Tap's perspective would be, he wouldn't be seeing me going towards that. He'd still be thinking I was coming around, but he's experienced enough to know the tricks of the trade and didn't actually go for the window vault. And I recognise he's going to be able to loop that window vaulting area quite well, so I backed off again from the tap and decided I need to find something else to go for. I think here, remember right, I let tap get the save. Because I'm not someone who likes to camp around the hook. It's a time waster, a big one for your team, especially if you've got a good player who's going to be telling you what to do and what not to do. So we're kicking a generator here. We didn't see anyone nearby, but there's more than likely there was somebody here. But too much time would be wasted if we went around looking for every tree, every nook and cranny. So we kicked it, we moved on. Checking our generator here. Nothing happening there, so we keep on moving. We keep on rotating that killer around the map. And then we found somebody. Found this Claudette here. So we're going to opt to smack her rather than stalk. And we purely did that because she didn't go to any sort of looping location where it would have been too much of a time waste. So that was a poor attack from me there. Whipped it in the air, but we got her down either way. But my general rule of thumb is, as Michael Myers anyway, is attack if it looks like you'll be able to down them in 2 shots easy enough. Stalk if it looks like you're going to a location which is going to be very tricky for you to actually down them from. AKA, going to be a pallet loop, it's going to be something else. You think they're going to get to that location first and stop you getting that first hit on or second hit before you can do anything. In that situation, I like to at least get some sort of gain out of the game by stalking rather than keep going. Here's a pallet, so I thought I'll get a bit of stalk going while I can, and also balance that by getting a hit in as well, because he was an unsafe pallet. I want to do a bit of both there. Here we go, try to hide my red stain. I think she thought I was on a mind game again, so she decided to keep on running, but I didn't do the second time around. I just went through the easy location there. That's another hook for us. But so far our game's been basically based around trying to find the leak winks, the weak links, and try and take them out of the game as soon as we possibly can. We've already figured out who our strongest player is, which is this guy, and we've decided not to keep going for him. The mistake I've made here is I've actually stalked that tap for the majority of his evil win I can gain out of him, which means I can't actually get evil win free out of him. So that's a bit of a letdown. I might have been able to pursue him a bit more harder than I actually did, I think. But oh well. Here, I just could not, for the life of me, figure out how his scratch marks disappeared. It seemed to me like they just went completely off the map. I don't have a clue how. I thought it was inside these lockers, so I thought that one's the most likely one, but it wasn't. And then I tried that one, nothing. I don't have a clue how he got rid of his scratch mark so well. I don't have a clue. I can see him now. He's there. I'd still watching that. I don't know how his scratch marks did. He kept doing this a few times. At this situation, it's quite easy to get annoyed, a little bit wound up. Again, I just kept losing track of him. I just didn't have a clue what was going on. But we've refound him. I think he gets another pallet stun on here and does another wavy to us. Just take on the chin. If anything, by doing that, he's giving himself less time to actually move away. I sadly went to that bush there. We would have gained a bit of time on him if not while he's doing those little gestures. So we've again chased him for as much as we can because we had no target to go for at the time. We could have patrolled Drens maybe, but we opted to that instead. So we've stalked the Claude out a little bit. Tried to get as close to like 99 as we can. Here, my thinking here, I remember right, I was hoping that tap was going to linger around me because I was hoping I heard his footsteps behind me because I wanted to either win free this Claudette and then instead go for the tap, but I didn't have any footsteps. That was a little strategy I had in my head at that time. You always want to get those cocky people down. Sticking back on the hook again. We have the taps around here somewhere. We had So we had scratch marks. So they're a bit wonky around this area. I don't know why. Seems very on and off. Guessing it's the long grass doesn't really pick it up very well. It seems very on and off, very awkward. We could have kept chasing him, but the thing is, he's leading us away from an area where generators are likely being worked on. Likely chances is leading me away from other people, which he kind of was, kind of wasn't. I thought he was on that first generator I was moving towards, but it's actually on this other one. But I made the right decision in terms of moving away from that target, because that tap gained a lot of distance over me. This, I think it just kind of, it happens, completely lost track of where the miner went. My mind went a bit blank. That's a loss for you, but you need to just reset your mind. Don't let it get to you. Just keep on looking. That's what we did. We found the tap again, which is always going to be a very likely situation to happen because he wants our attention, which is blatantly obvious. We saw the window in the pallet area, and we backed off it. That hasn't been worked on since, so we have a good idea. The survivors are over on that generator over there. That's the most likely option. And because one generator left, it's more beneficial to get them off it. We've got evil wind 3 quite high up. We hit that way earlier than we wanted to, actually. I remember thinking I did not want to hit that time. I wanted to get closer, then hit it. So off to pick them up and get the barbecue going, hopefully. If we saw somebody else close by, we would have went for them instead, but made the right call of picking up straight away, because now we know there's 2 people over there, one on that generator, either tapped it and moved off after barbecue stopped showing the aura, or they've stayed on that generator, or somebody else is over on the right side. So I've opted to think that it might be that tap, and I reckon he's probably going to go left, so I've kind of cut off that direction a little bit. Look at that wonky red scratch mark, sorry. Okay, so we're going to commit, and we've hit him because he did that a bit wrong. We've opted to keep him down because we've got evil wind 3 still, and we also know that the tap is around here somewhere. And where's the obvious location? In here. Eventually, Karma caught up with the tap. He got a bit cocky. Get patient though. We didn't let him get to us. We didn't get stressed out by him. We kept on going after the weak link rather than after the strong link. And that let us get that in the end without too much drama. It would have been a very easy victory if we didn't label him as a strong link early on and kind of avoid him and move on to other targets. If we didn't do that, that would have been an easy victory for that team. That is exactly the reason why I kept moving away. And that is sort of a brief understanding of Michael Myers as a killer, and also the sort of things killers look out for to try and take out survivors. I hope this might be a bit of good insight for you on either side. I hope as a killer, this might have, as a new killer, might have given you a bit of an insight of how to get better at playing killer, especially Michael Myers, and I hope as a survivor, it might have given you a bit of an understanding of what we look for, what we're going after, what our mindset is, what we look to do, and hopefully that can help you counteract it. And as always guys, thanks for checking out the video while I potato around looking for this down survivor, and please like and subscribe if you like the video. All the best guys, have a good day, see you later.